What's up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. These are my DFS PGA picks for the Wyndham Championship. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another DFS PGA picks video. This time we are breaking down the Wyndham Championship. Coming off a very good week last week, hitting cash, hitting single and cash. We made 6 for 6 on the cut. We had Dustin Johnson, he finished second. We had Colin Morikawa, he finished first. It was a pretty good week overall, but looking to keep that momentum going into this week. And we have a pretty interesting week this week. We have it's very top heavy. It's not the most stacked field in the world, so we're going to get into it. I'm going to give you guys, I think, my top 18 players, and then, of course, I'm going to be adding players in throughout the week on Patreon as well. But before we get started, if you guys can leave a like, also subscribe if you haven't yet, I would appreciate that a ton. And with that said, we're going to take a look at the course info here. So we are at Sedgefield Country Club. It is a par 70. We have 7,237 yards. We have 4 par 3s, 12 par 4s, 2 par 5s, and top 65 makes that cut. Some key stats we're going to look at this week: strokes gained off the tee, par 4 average, strokes gained on approach, birdie or better percentage. We're going to look at putting this week, current form, and course history. We have a good sample size of course history as well. But we're going to get into the 10K and up range, and I do like this range this week. This is a range I want to attack because there really aren't many plays, in the 9K range and up that I really like it. But I do like Webb Simpson. He's 11,200, probably my favorite play up in this range. And Webb Simpson, he is 11,200. Yeah, he's very expensive, but there is some value down low. I think we'll be able to go and get him. He has fantastic course history. Finished second, and third his last 3 tournaments here. So hopefully he keeps that going, because we'll have a decent amount of him. He has a lot of upside. He fits his course extremely well. He's 9th in strokes gained on approach, 1st in par 4 average, 3rd in bogey avoidance, and 1st in birdie at better percentage. So I do like Webb Simpson quite a bit this week. He's expensive, but I think we can go up and get him. So Patrick Reed, he's 10,700. He did win here in 2013. He has an average finish of 22 in his last 5 tournaments. He had a 13th place finish his last tournament. He's a great putter, 2nd in par 4 average, 3rd in birdie, a better percentage. Another guy I like up in this range. And then Paul Casey, 10,300. I know it's so hard to trust Paul Casey. He finished 2nd last week, did very well last week. But he should do well here. He finished here 13, 3, and 18 in his last 3 tournaments played here. So it's a good course history there. Like I said, he finished 2nd last week. Hopefully he keeps it going here. 4th in strokes gained off the tee, 1st in strokes gained on approach. So, he should do well. It's just really hard to trust this guy. But, the upside's there for sure for Casey. So we'll get into the 9K range now. But like I said, I like Simpson quite a bit. Probably my favorite play up in here. Patrick Reed's not bad. I think Casey's a good GPP play as well. So getting into this range, there really isn't much at all. But these 2 guys up here I like quite a bit. Starting with Harris English, average finish at 35 here in his last 5 years. Finished 19th, 18th, 13th, 17th in his last 4 tournaments. He started out the year hot, cooled down a little bit, but he's been fantastic lately. I do like Harris English quite a bit. The price, you can't really complain. He's been playing very well, so I do like him. I'm going to have him probably in cash. GBP is all that. Billy Horschel, 9,100. Has been playing very well lately and has some good course history as well. Finished 6th and 11th here the last 2 years. He has great putting and pretty much great stats everywhere I look. So 9,100, I think that's pretty good. Good upside there for Billy Horschel. And I'm going to be playing both these guys. But like I said, there's not much in this 9K range, so I do want to attack these guys quite a bit. Harris English, probably my number 1 play up in that range. So we're going to get into the 8K range here. And, there's not, nothing jumps off the board, too crazy for me. But just some plays I like in this range. You got Brendan Todd, 8,900. He's been playing extremely well. Average finish of 24 in his last 5 tournaments. So great current form there. He's a great putter as well, which is something we're looking at for this course. 5th in bogey avoidance. He's a little pricey, but he does have some upside at 8,900, so I do like Brendan Todd. Sergio Garcia, he has a win here. Average finish of 18 here in his last 3 tournaments played. He did have a poor performance last week, so that might drop his ownership a little bit. But before that, Garcia was looking really good, so I don't mind some shots on Garcia, 8,500. Brandt Snedeker, 8,200. Solid price here for Snedeker. Very, very good course history. Average finish of 21 in his last 5 tournaments here. He's 4th in par 4 average, 13th in bogey avoidance. I mean, great course history play here, and I do like the price of 8,200. And then Ryan Moore, average finish at 23 here in his last 5 tournaments, finished 12th in his last tournament as well. 25th in strokes gained off the tee, 16th in strokes gained on approach, 11th in par 4 average. I think Moore's a pretty good play. He does have some upside there. At 8,100, we're getting a good price there with Moore as well. Honestly, not too in love with this range, but Snedeker, Moore are probably my favorites in this range. Todd's a fine play. Garcia's a fine play, but I do want to attack probably the stars and scrubs for me this week with Webb Simpson up top, someone in that 9K range as well. But the 8K range is not awful. So 7K range, there's a lot here. But these are my top 5 plays here. We're looking at Joaquin Niemann. I like this play quite a bit. He's been playing very well the past few tournaments. Good course history with finishes of 13 and 33. Fits the course extremely well. And Niemann has some really good upside. I like that price of 7,900. I think it's a fantastic GPP play. Harold Varner, 7,600. Decent history here. Has made 3 of his last 4 cuts. Finished 29th in his last tournament. He's 10th in strokes in off the tee, solid stats everywhere else, and he's just a decent price here, so I don't hate Harold Varner at 7,600. So Jim Furyk, he is 7,200. Great course history, finishes of 4, 10, 9 in his last 3 tournaments played, so extremely good course history there. 7th in strokes gained on approach, 1st in driving accuracy. He's just a course history play, and he fits the course very well, so I don't mind some shots on Jim Furyk. Just a nice course history play there at 7,200. Scott Stallings, 7,100, fits the course very well. Finished 31st here last year. Has made 8 out of his last 10 cuts. 11th in strokes gained on approach. 12th in bogey avoidance. I think Stallings is a good play there. Nice safe play. Hopefully to make the cut. He's been doing that a lot lately, and he does fit this course well. And then Henrik Norlander, 7,300. This is probably I want to say it's my first or second favorite play in this 9K range. It's between him and Niemann. Has been fantastic. Average finish of 22 in his last 5 tournaments. He has very, very solid stats everywhere, especially for the price. I think he's a fantastic value play here. I like him in cash. I like him in GPPs. But like I said, he's probably my first or second play. It's really close between him and Niemann. So, yeah, the 7K range isn't bad. There are some plays I like down here. And then we'll get into the punt range here. So, there's a couple guys I'm looking at here and a couple guys I might add throughout the week, but these 2 really stuck out to me the most. Mark Hubbard, 24th his last tournament here. He finished a pretty good upside for the price here at 6,700. He's a good putter, 23rd in par 4 average. He has solid stats all around for the price tag here. Yeah, I like Hubbard quite a bit. It seemed like, for a good stretch, he was absolutely killing it, and then he kind of fell off a little bit. But, I think it should be fine. We're getting a good price here at 6,700, and he does have that upside there. So Denny McCarthy, 6,900, finishes of 22 and 36 here. So, good course history. He's a fantastic putter. 1st in strokes gained putting, 28th in par 4 average. He has had success here before, and he does fit this course very well. So, I wouldn't be surprised at all if McCarthy came out here and finished, got a top 20, top 30, and that's just what we need out of a 6,900 guy. So, but that's the player pool there. Like I said, I might add some plays for everybody on Patreon. Just stay tuned. I might add some plays there, and I'll put them under the new page section. New plays section on the model there. Just a reminder, you can become a Patreon. It's only $5 a month. You get my full statistical model with all the stats you need. You get my player pool cheat sheet there. You get my example cash build and my lineup percentages and my rankings as well. I try to make it the cheapest price possible. The model itself with all the stats, it's worth probably more than $5 a month. That's $1.25 a week. So you're getting tons and tons of value with that. It's just a great tool to have. It's great to see what stats we're looking at. I even highlight the stats to see what stats we need. And it's great to have. So $5 a month, I'll put the link in the description. It really helps me out if you guys sign up. Just to recap here, I do like Webb Simpson quite a bit at 11,200. Reed's fine, Casey's fine. Casey's a fine GPP play. I do like this 9K range a lot, and I like these 2 guys in this 9K range. I'll have a decent amount of Harris English and Billy Horschel. 8K range, not in love with it. But all 4 of these guys are playable, and there is some other guys I'm looking at as well. But most of my lineups are going to start out, with stars and scrubs, with maybe Simpson up top, somebody in that 9K range, and then a couple guys down low. But the 8K range is fine. 7K range is a pretty good range here. I like Norlander and Neiman are my favorite plays in that range. And then the punt range, there are some other guys I'm looking at as well, but Hubbard and McCarthy should be fine. I think they both have some good upside. McCarthy does fit this course really well, and I would not be surprised at all if he did have a good finish. But that's about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you guys can leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, would really appreciate that. Go check out my other content. We have MMA coming out. That's going to be out on Wednesday morning. NASCAR coming out probably Friday morning as well. And then NFL is coming back next month. I'm really looking forward to that as well. So thank you guys for listening, and good luck. And let's keep going. Let's get it. We had a good week last week, and let's keep it going.